Hey guys, this is Booligan with Airsoft Retreat, BooliganAirsoft.com and Airsoft Insider Magazine. Today, we're taking a quick video look at the 6mm Pro Shop Pocket Cannon 40mm pistol. Now, this thing may look familiar to you, and that's because it's pretty much identical to the S-Thunder launchers, which I've reviewed in the past. I reviewed 3 different versions of this. The short polymer version, the short metal version, and the long version. But it is pretty similar to this, but with a few improvements. This one, still fun, still awesome, but this isn't the one that we're talking about today. Today, again, we're looking at the 6mm Pro Shop one. Now, a couple of key features of this. This is the lightweight model, which means it has almost full polymer construction. The only parts of this that are metal are essentially the hardware and the internal trigger mechanism. You have an ergonomic extended back strap grip, and in this case it is an AEG motor grip. Now normally it does have the adjustment screw in the bottom, but I unscrewed it because it's pretty loose and clicks around when you move it. So I have since removed that on mine. In order to put a different pistol grip on it, there are 2 screws inside. However, you would need something with a corresponding extended back strap because this guy really is designed around this grip. Your controls are very simple. You have a trigger, a safety mechanism, and this little button right here that flips it open and allows you to change your shell. Your other controls, again, safety switch between safe, fire, it's pretty stiff, and then the trigger mechanism on this is metal, and if you see, you pull the trigger, all it does is it extends this little pusher here, which pushes the little button on the back of the shell, which causes it to fire. Now, for those that don't know how these grenade shells work, they hold a quantity of BBs as well as the gas of your choosing, and when you press this button on the back, that literally can be as simple as pushing it with your hand, it shoots them all out in a cloud of BBs. And we're going to go outside, we're going to do a quick test, shooting a couple things out of this, some BBs, and then testing out a PMOG round out of it. This one that we're looking at today comes as a combo. It is the gun, the launcher, and the shell. The launcher itself is normally $65, and I believe this combo is $90, but you frequently find it on sale. In fact, when I was checking this today, this whole combo is for sale for $50, which is a pretty smoking deal. The little quibbles that I've had with this, the orange tip, we haven't taken it off yet, but it looks like it is actually set in the barrel is, so when I remove this tip, there's going to be a funky little plastic ledge here, so we'll probably be keeping the tip on because it doesn't make a big difference on this gun anyways. The other little quibble that I had is that this top rail is not to spec. It is too narrow, and basically anything that I put on it is super loose even after being tightened 100%. So I tried to throw a couple of different optics on it, and they were all just too loose and wobbled around. So don't necessarily plan on having this top rail be too useful. Then again, it's not like you're going to put a sniper scope on this. One of the nice features of this is that it doesn't have any sort of iron sights. However, if you look, there's a channel that runs along the top rail here, which makes for a pretty good rudimentary sight. You also have the grips at an angle. You'll notice if this were at a normal angle, it'd be about that. So you kind of automatically point at an upward angle when you shoot it, which is good for these because generally you lob your shots. It's a fun little launcher. They fit in holsters really well. Again, I've liked my S-Thunder one a lot. So when this thing came out, I figured it was a nice little evolution of this similar product line. A couple of changes in the frame, if you could call it that. Difference in size there, things like that. So many thanks to Evic for sending this over for us to check out. Be sure to watch all the full reviews on Booligan Airsoft and Airsoft Retreat, and let's shoot some stuff out of this. Alright, the first test shot is just going to be shooting BBs with the included round. The next test shot is going to be using the PMOG round. Milsim Labs round. This is not going to work very well at all. Actually worked a lot better than expected. So as you can see, when using the BB shell, you get a pretty good spread at ranges of about 65, 70 feet, you get about 20 feet of spread thanks to the short barrel that this thing has. Those things are shotgun out there. So if you need to clear a whole room, it's great for that. If you're shooting something like a PMOG round or like a Milsim Labs round, you're not going to get the best performance because you don't have a heck of a lot of barrel. In fact, depending on the shell that you use, you may not have any barrel at all. This is the shortest shell that I have. It's a discontinued shell. You can't get this anymore. And even with this, that's as much barrel as you can manage. So really, this is not something designed for shooting projectiles. It's more going to be designed for shooting BBs. So for CQB, or to carry as a spare in case you come across the group of a bunch of people and you just need to pop off one quick round that gets everybody out. It's certainly a good option for that, but don't plan on pushing foam out of this thing anytime soon. Thanks for watching. Again, many thanks to Evic for sending this thing over, and check out all the reviews on Booligan Airsoft and Airsoft Retreat.